This is Sumit Vishwakarma from the guitar lessons. Okay, I have total more than 8 years of experience in the guitar teaching. Okay, and basically I teaches the guitar basics, including the song playing. Also, you will learn about the music composition. It is not just about what is how to play the guitar. It is also about how you can connect with the music. Okay, so I was teaching this from last more than 8 years, and total since now I have taught for more than 50 students. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about the basic of the guitar, including the guitar notes, scales, and the chords. All right, so we'll get started. I'll share my presentation, and then we'll go one by one. Right. Okay, the topic which we are going to cover today, it is about the guitar notes and then little bit about the scales, chords, and then we'll see how chords are selected based on the scale. So we'll spend a little time on all those things. Okay. Now this is nothing but if you can see this, this is the guitar notes. We call this as the guitar alphabets. Just like you have from A to Z, here we will have A to G, okay? And every note will have their own sharp notes, except for B and E. B and E does not have any sharp notes, all right? So this comes with the sequence. If you are at C, then next will be C sharp, or if you are at F, next will be F sharp. Like that, this is the sequences. And after G sharp, A will again restart. Okay, so if you are at G sharp and if you are playing the next note will be again A, then again A sharp. Like that it will be. All right. Then we'll go next. Now this is what I did. I drawn the strings as well as the fret. Okay, the darkest one, as you can see, is your this is the white one, as you can see here with my guitar. That this is the thickest white one. This is the fret, as you can see in the screen which I am sharing. This is the darkest one here. Okay, this is the first fret. Then you have second fret, third fret, fourth, and fifth, like that. The frets are created to divide the sound into multiple notes. Okay, so for example, you can see in the guitar we have 6 strings, right? From E, A, D, G, B, and E, starting from top to bottom, right? Then from the top, the first string is E, second is A, D, G, B, and E, like that it is. The top E and lower E, there is a difference. Top E, we call this as a high E because it is rested on the top position, and the bottom E, we call this as a low E because it is rested on the lower position. Now, when you play the first string, for example, you will get the sound of E because you are playing this string open. Okay. Okay. But if you put your finger on the first fret, right, the first fret will be okay, will be between this thick zone, you can see the thick fret, you can see, and between this first fret, between this what you can see is the fret zone. Okay, if you put your first finger here on the first fret, okay, first string, E string, okay, then you will get the different sound. Okay, when you play open, you will get the sound of E. When you put your finger on the first fret, it will be the next note. So if you can, if I go back here, you can see E is here, which I was playing open. Okay, and if you put your index finger on the first fret, then you will get the sound of F. This is the immediate next note, right? Same thing I have drawn here. You can see after E, F is here, and if you play on the second fret, then this will be F sharp, then G, G sharp. Okay, then after G sharp, you can see again A will restart, and this A is nothing but it's the sound of the second string, A. So when you play the fifth fret of A, and when you play the fifth fret of E, and when you play the second string open, you will get the same sound. And this is why, this is how you can use this sound to verify your tuning, and you can check whether your guitar is tuned or not. Same thing you can see For the third string, if you play open, you will get the sound of D. Okay, and if you go to the first fret, you will get the D sharp, right? The next note. Then again, this will be E. Next F, F sharp. Okay, then G. And as you can see, G is the sound of the next string, the below string from the D. So this is how you can compare and you can put the relation between the one note and the other note from the string. Every string is related to the other string also. You have to just understand how you can relate. Okay, we'll go next. Now scales are generally, now we'll talk about the scales. Generally, there are two types of scales, major and minor. And and generally scales are actually derived to explain you the feelings or the message that you wanted to give. If you are wanted to give any positive message, you can select the major scale. That is very positive. You must have seen in most of the cartoons this kind of very positive music has been used, and this is because of they are selecting the major scale. I'll give you one more example. If you are feeling very happy, today is a very good day for you, then whatever song you will listen on that day, that will be based on the major scale. And when you feel sad and something not going right, and that day, if most of the time you see music composer from Bollywood or Hollywood, they select the song basis on the minor scale. Right, so this is about the scales, and there are some sequence that you must follow to form the major scale. Okay, it is the formula that you have to use, like whole, half, whole, then again half. What does it mean? That for example, if you are at the first fret here, okay, then if you are going immediate next note, then this is the half note. Okay, and if you are skipping the next note and then going to the immediate next note, that means you are jumping one step next. Okay, that means from this F, you are directly going to G. You are skipping F sharp. All right, when you are skipping one note and going to the next note, that means you are taking the whole step. And when you are going just immediate next note, that is the half step. Same thing I have written here, as you can see in the presentation, that I have given one example of C major chord, where you will see there is no sharp notes. Why? Because if you follow the formula of whole, half, if you start from C, next whole will be D, because you are skipping C sharp. From D, you are skipping C sharp, D sharp. Okay, again whole step is there. From E, half step is there, because from after E, there is no E sharp. You will go into F. Okay, from F, again whole step, F sharp, you are skipping F sharp, it will be G. Again from G, whole step, it will be A. Again whole step, it will be B, you are skipping A sharp. Now from B, you know that after B there is no sharp note, so you are going to C directly. So this is the C major scale. Okay, and basis on that you can predict the chords that you wanted to play. That I will teach you in the coming slides. Okay, now here same thing I have explained. Now in order to form the notes here, which is written here, right, like the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, same thing you can form starting from the A string. I know from A, if I go to the third fret, I will get the C. Then after C, I need to take the D, so I'll play open D here, second note. And if I go next, I need to play E, so second fret of D, this is E. Then F, right? This is your third fret, following the same notes which I have discussed before. Then you can play the G, next note after F, G is there, right? So your next will be G open, then second fret of G, which is A. Then then you can play the open B, right? And then at the end C again. So with this way, you can play the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And you need to make sure you're going from top to bottom. Yeah, I started from the C and I ended with the C. Okay, and same thing, if you wanted to play in the most easier way, you can do this way, right? So I drawn the strings, and frets I have given in the form of the numbers. That means when A string, okay, you can see the number 3. That means you have to play the third fret of the A. Okay, you have to start from the left to right. Okay, then you play first the third fret of A. Okay, then you can go down, you can play open D. Okay, then you go to the second fret of D. Okay, okay, and then you can go to the third fret of D. Then you go down, you can see that G0 is there. 0 means you have to play open. Okay, you play open G, then second fret of G, then open B again below, then first fret of B. Again recap. Sorry. Okay, with this way you can, this is the standard way of reading the notes. All right, most of the songs has been formed in this way only. If you can search in Google, you will find many songs which are written in this form. So, and this is very fast to understand and easy to play along the song. Okay. And now we'll discuss about the chords. Chords are nothing but it's a combination of playing the multiple notes at the same time. What we discuss, if you are playing the E string open, right? If you are playing the E string open like this, but if you want to give the same sound on all the string, you have to form the chords. Okay, so that if you are playing the sound of E here, same sound if you want to get from the all the string, you have to strum from top to bottom. But you must know which note I need to play on all the strings. For that, you have to do some work. Okay, now here, for example, I have given the example of E major chord. Okay, where I have now for any chord, it is derived from the scale only. Okay, now first you have to write the scale for whatever the chord you wanted to do. I'm doing for E major chord, so I have given the E major scale first. Okay, with the same formula: full step, half step, full step, full step, then half step. Okay, now I have given also the number. These are the notes. Okay, like what is my first note, second, third, like that I have given the numbers. Now for any chord you which you wanted to select from the scale, you have to always pick the first note, third note, and the fifth note. Okay, that means from this scale I will be selecting the E first note, G sharp third note, and D fifth note. Okay, and I what I've done, I have drawn the strings below here, and I've drawn the 2 fret, and I've given the string name E A D G V E. Alright, what you have to do, you have to in each string you have to form one of these 3 note. Okay, whichever is the nearest one. For example, E, you can see out of these 3 note, I think I have found E here. So no need to do any, no need to touch any fret. You can play this open. Okay. Similarly on A string, I think from A string out of these 3, nearest one is B. So after A, first fret is A sharp, then you got B here, right? Similarly for D, I think from D, nearest one is E. Okay. Out of these 3, you have to see whichever is nearest. Okay, D, D sharp, and then you have E here. Okay, on the second fret. Okay, then after you go below, okay, on G, G sharp is the nearest one. So after G, you form the G sharp here on the first fret of G string. B is open. Okay, B is open here, and E is also open. So with this way, you have formed the E major chord, and you have to select the index finger on the first fret of G string, ring finger on the second fret of D string, and middle finger on the second fret of A string. With that, if you can form like this, okay, G string, first fret, okay, index finger, okay, then ring finger on the D string, second fret, middle finger on the A string, second fret. When with this, you are able to form the E major chord. Similar principle you have to use for the all the chords. And once you form this, if you strike from top to bottom, you will get the sound of E. Okay. Okay. So this is how you form the chord. This is one example I have given. Now, when you now you imagine how chords are selected basis on the scale for any song which you want to compose. Okay, first you have to select the scale. Now that scale must be basis on the type of vocal that you are looking for, which singer is going to sing. Okay, and which kind of mood it will be, whether it will be a positive or negative. Okay, happy or sad. Okay, so for example, if you select the C major scale, then I have given the C major scale here. Okay, and below that I have written the Roman letter, right? And you can see some of the Roman letter are capital, some are the minor. Okay, smaller one. Okay, so whichever the capital letter you can see here, those are, if I written the capital Roman letter, that means you have to select the major chords for that. For example, for C, I have written the capital Roman letter, that means will be C major. Similar for fourth note. Okay, it will be F major. For G, it will be, okay, again G major, right, and then B major. Okay, now where you can see the minor or smaller Roman letter, it will be the minor chord. Like this will be D minor, okay, E minor, okay, and the A minor. And when you want to play any song on this scale, you have to select these chords only. You cannot select the other chords. If you select the other chord, then you are shifting from your shifting from your basic tone, okay, which you wanted to play. Use, and then someone will understand that you may be any sounding very weird. Sometimes you say that that person is off the beat. That means he's not singing from on this scale. Okay, so this is how you can select the chords. And so far we discussed about the notes, scales, chords, and little bit about the song progression, how you select the song chords based on the scales. All right. So if you like my this lesson, please let me know. I will be much more happier to teach you in the coming classes. Thank you so much for this.